5 reasons why I prefer to date a black man. Reason number 1, dominance and masculinity. And this goes beyond their physical appearance, although it doesn't hurt. I love a man that is masculine, dominant in a healthy way. That provider energy. I don't gotta tell them that they need to work. I don't need to take care of them. Without me, they're gonna do fine. Reason number 2, I don't have to tell them to bathe, ever. I spend a lot of money, time, and energy in my appearance, and I want my man to do the same. And cleaning themselves with a washcloth, big plus. I am neurodivergent. I also have trauma. So I do not want to walk on eggshells. I don't want passive aggressive. I just want you to tell me how it is. Black men do that. I don't ever have to question what they're thinking or if they're bothered. They're like, this is what's up, Stephanie. Which I also appreciate in the talking stage, because I never have to guess if a black man is actually into me. He lets me know right off the bat. The affection and intimacy and closeness is top of the line. Adult activity is more than just that. I feel like I'm more than just a body laying next to them. Gentleman level times 10. Open the door, open the car door. A year and a half that I've been with my man right now, I have never carried in a bag or a luggage. One time we had to switch rooms and he told me to go lay down, and he moved all of our stuff while I just laid in the bed like a little princess. I've never felt disrespected by a black man before. The character values and ethics for me has always been top notch in the black men I've known or dated, like even just friends. Now again, not every black man's a great man. This is more than 5, but I love a man that's like protective and territorial in a healthy way, not like you're not wearing that kind of thing, but like, that's a lot of skin, Stephanie. It's not for everyone, but I love that. I've always been treated in such a respectful way that it makes me want to return that to them. Like, I want to match that energy. I love a man that I can just have natural chemistry and connection. I've also found that most black men that I've come in contact with are just funny as hell. I love laughing. I love it.
That's also why I don't date white people. I don't agree with their culture. I don't agree with their standards.
Wait, what do you mean you don't agree? You don't date white people because you don't agree with their culture? What do you mean?
Yes, I don't want to be in America. I don't want to be an American. I don't want to be here. I didn't choose to be here.
What do you mean?
I didn't choose to get born. I didn't choose to be born in America by my own parents.
You said that you don't date white people because you don't agree with white people's culture.
Yes, from the men that I have had pursuing me and their families, their backgrounds, what they believe in, I don't agree with.
The last guy you dated, was he white?
Nope.
So for you, black guys or white guys?
Black guys.
Can you elaborate as to why specifically black guys?
Yes, black guys are melanated, and I want my children to survive, and I know that the only way for them to survive in the future is for them to have melanin in their skin. So that's the way for me to, make my legacy continue.
Okay, I like that answer. That's actually a really unique answer.
Would you prefer a black guy or a white guy?
Black guy.
Black guy? What about you?
Black guy.
Black guy? And why is that?
They know how to treat a girl. Yeah.
They know how to treat a girl?
Yeah.
Better than a white guy, you said?
White guys are weird.
White guys are weird? Why are they weird? What did they do?
It's like they talk weird. Black guys are just cool. No hate.
Okay. Look, you guys like what you guys like. You feel me?
Family. Many white women are now confessing and admitting publicly that they do prefer to date black men compared to their own white men. Many of these white women are coming up openly saying that they prefer black men because black men have a lot of love in them. Black men do know how to treat women better. They say that black men they're very masculine, and most of them say that they are not afraid wherever they are around black men. They also mention that black men are very, very respectful. And family, people are questioning the sudden love that black men are getting from white women. Most are asking questions. Is this a fetish that they want, to explore, or is this genuine love? Family, I want you to watch this video all the way to the end as we try to explore this whole ideology and find out whether white women love black men genuinely, or this is just yet another trend that will come and pass. So family, I want you to watch this video all the way to the end. In a special way, I'd like to thank my subscribers who are supporting this channel by buying me a coffee. I do not take your support for granted. The link for buying me a coffee is on the description box down below.
I do want to ask y'all a question, which is going to be very important. Are you fetishizing black men?
Yes.
So what is it about the black men that you think you fetishize?
It's different. Culturally, it's different. Just how the lady said, more masculine. You guys have very high self-confidence. What most men in Europe, white men, probably Hispanic men, they're not sure what they're talking. They're not sure how they want to approach you. I think it's a stereotype, but black guys, you see something you like, you go for it, you do what you gotta do, boom, the lady is yours.
I'll give you a second. Okay, now that they're gone. Okay, so I just need to know how you reject white guys, because I feel so bad when I do it. The other day, this white guy Snapchatted me and he was like, hey, do you want to hang out sometime? And I was like, yeah, sure. Can you send me a picture of you? Because I didn't know who he was. And he sent me a picture and he's white as can be. And I'm like, I can't. I just can't. It's not my fault, okay? So I just didn't answer him, and now he's Snapchatting me 20 times, and I just don't know how to tell him that I will never date him because he's white, and I can't date white guys anymore because I'm so stuck on black guys.
I'm glad you asked this, because even though I've dated mostly black guys since I was 15, it is not my sole preference. The only thing that I have, around my preference is that I don't date white guys. And a lot of people automatically assume, oh, she just dates. But no, I will date Asian guys, Hispanic guys, Middle Eastern guys, Indian guys. I will date every other ethnicity besides white. And the deeper that I dig on this, it's definitely childhood trauma. I got made fun of so much in middle school and high school. And I grew up in the white estate. So it was only white boys bullying me, right? And I think it subconsciously created this thing where it's I just don't fuck with them. My first boyfriend was white, second boyfriend was black. And the way that people treated me when I started dating the black kid, crazy. The things that they said about me, about him, insane. That kid also ended up getting shot and killed. Totally random, was wrong place, wrong time. And I went to a party that summer and all of the white boys that were at my school were like, oh, what did you expect? He's black and he just deserves. And it's that's stuck with me so fucking hard. I think that was honestly the turning point where I was I'm never fucking with a white guy again. There was just this level of out of touch with reality, out of touch with what women, any minority, women, people of color, fucking people with disabilities, there was just this, I think, this privilege that I saw in white men, and not all of them. I'm not gonna lump them all together, but at least the ones that I grew up with, that it just completely turned me off. I just could never. It's not to say that I couldn't end up with a white guy, but it's now I have a mixed kid, and there are just certain values that I want to instill in her that I don't know if a white guy is going to be able to raise her the way, you know what I mean? Now it's just deeper than that. But that's a long answer.
Ye is asking why I hate white people. Now, granted, I never said that. I never even talked down on white people. It seems when a white woman shares that she would prefer to date black men, people like this person starts assuming that we just hate white people, which I personally have never seen this when white women prefer any other race. Stating you have a preference, whether that's for race, color of hair, physique, career, whatever your preference is when you are trying to look for your life partner, a romantic relationship, that does not mean that you hate everyone that doesn't fall under that. And I've also said time and time again that I don't date based off a race. I date based off of character, personality, chemistry, connection, all of the things that you're looking for when you're looking for a romantic partner. It just usually happens to be more with black men, and that's okay. Last January, before I started to date the pilot, which by the way, he is not black, but there was another guy I was talking to who was white. I've even been called racist for preferring to date black men. I think that you need to ask yourself, why does this bother you? What part in me is it triggering to know a random white woman online that I don't know is saying that she prefers to date black men? Why does that bother you if it doesn't impact you in any way, shape, or form?
Dear black men, and honestly anyone who's dating a black man, I have a question. Do you feel like white people are afraid of you? Or afraid of your man if he's black? And why? See, my husband and I ran into a lot of situations where he feels that the white person's intimidated, or he doesn't know. It kind of drives us kind of crazy. It's not that we care, it's more of just a curiosity thing. For example, if we're on a trail walking and we come across another couple, we'll be friendly and say hey or what's up or whatever. And every single time the white boy is red tomato face instantly and looking down at his feet, never at his face, never eye contact. God forbid there's eye contact. It's always at the feet, and if there's words exchanged, they are stuttering. Now he's always like, babe, am I like intimidating? Like, am I scary? And I'm like, well, you don't scare me. I've been into you since I've been a little one. But this has been going on since we've been in high school. It's been a thing for a long time. So I'm just curious if other black men feel like non-black people are intimidated and threatened by you. Like, oh, you're tall, dark, and handsome. Like, is that it? Or is there something more going on? I like to be positive and say that it's just that you're a handsome, tall, handsome individual and they just, get intimidated just by that. But I'm curious to know. Please comment down below what your thoughts are on this subject, because it's got me kind of fucked up. You know what I mean? Like, it's got my brain thinking, and I'm curious. I am totally curious.
Hey, what's up, family? Y'all have to check this video out with me.
Okay, so first of all, I did not mean for that video to be blown up so seriously and to get so many comments. Just to be real, those are not the reasons why I date black men at all. Okay, not every black man has a big thing. Not every black man is not a crybaby. It was simply directed at Miguel because I could tell that he had some insecurities, okay? Because he wanted to call me out on my choices of men. And he was saying that I had low standards because I dated them. And as someone that works in the sex coaching therapy field, I know that when a man says things like that, it's because he's deflecting and projecting his own insecurities off onto me. So, moving forward, I actually date black men from a deep-rooted issue from my childhood, because I went through an abusive time in my life, and in that time, the only male that I felt I was safe with was black. It took me 35 years to realize that, but that's why I have always dated black men, because I feel more safe and protected with them than I do with white men. Even though my father is a great man, he's an amazing man, and he didn't know what was going on at the time, he didn't protect me, and that stuck in my psyche. So that's a lot of deep shit, but yeah, it ain't got nothing to do with sex. It don't got nothing to do with their thing. It don't got nothing to do with none of that. It's about safety, and safety is very important for women. So there you go. Bye.
Hey, black men. I just want to let you know that I am on your side. I'm rooting for you. I support you. I love you. And I really just want to make your day a little brighter. So if there's anything that I can do to facilitate that, to make you smile, to make your day more bright, let me know.
If someone said to me, what is the main thing that I think about every day? Do you know what it would be? Literally just black men.
Let's be honest. That's a red flag. Doesn't care what they look like. She doesn't care if they're individually different. It just has to be black. That's all the requirement is. Just has to be a black guy. That's a predator. She's preying on black people. If you're white, if you're Asian, if you're light skinned, just be a black guy.
Like, that is my obsession, and that's what keeps me happy every single day, knowing that I'm a black man's dream as well.
Imagine if I walked around and said, white women, it's my obsession. I just think about them every single day. That's all I need. I just want a white women, all females who are black and white, be like, that's cringe, weird, and it's predator behavior. And yeah, I don't want to talk to the white boys because they don't have enough coolness or BBC, but not to fantasize and fetishize and objectify them. And the thing is, because she's a lady, she's able to say it and get away, because the assumption is most guys are going to be like, oh, well, yeah, that's cool. We like a girl who thinks like that and who moves like that because, yeah, we get the bag, we get the kitty. There's a double standard that she's allowed to be creepy and objectify just because she's a girl. But you think she would be saying that if she didn't look like that?
And that only really black men want me.
Family, for so many years now, beauty was being linked or related to whiteness. Whenever somebody wanted to address beauty, whenever somebody wanted to say that a certain person looks beautiful, they must have been a white person. That was the ideology that was being pushed, by the white supremacists for so many years. Beauty was being related to whiteness. But family, right now, we are seeing a shift from that. We are seeing many and many white men want black women, and at the same time, many white women wanting black men. And family, this is actually the new norm today. And fam, in this video, I have gotten to realize that different people have different reasons as to why they want to marry and date black men. I've had a lady say that she would be so happy if she dates a black man and have a melanated kid. She believes that she shall have done well to her lineage if she has melanated lineage. She believes that the melanated lineage would lead to longer life, children with a lot of strength, and children who resist a lot of these diseases outside here, because those are some of the benefits that comes with having melanin in your body. And family, different people have come up with different reasons. And family, I just want to go through them quickly, and so that we may be able to just to try and understand if this is genuine love, or there is a reason as to why many white women are now preferring to date as black men. The first person said that she doesn't agree with the white culture and their standards, racism and discrimination. She does not agree with the white culture. She does not agree with what they are being taught growing up. We've seen many white people confess in the recent days saying that growing up, they were being taught racism in their families. So if you'd want to date a black person, that already you do not like your culture. You do not like some of these ideologies that your parents were teaching you or are making you to want to start doing them. When the lady said that she dates only black men because she doesn't love her own culture, she isn't in support of discrimination and racism. And family, that to me is powerful. I really hope that's a genuine one, because when you can go against your people because they have a bad culture, then that is actually very deep. Some of them say that black guys know how to treat and love a girl compared to their white men. They say that black men are very gentle. They treat people, with a lot of care. They show you a lot of love. They show you a lot of affection. And that is making many white women only want as black men. Some of them also mention childhood trauma. They say that a lot of white men, take advantage of young white ladies from a tender age. And some of them live with a lot of trauma. Some of these white women were abused by black men, by white men growing up. So the only reason they want to date a black man today is because they feel safer having a black guy, because they've never experienced any form of abuse coming from a black person. That makes them feel confident, makes them feel safe whenever they date a black person, because of the trauma they got growing up. Because most white men, when you look at statistics in America, when you look at the numbers, most of them are actually abusive. And that is the reason as to why this lady in the video mentions and says that she prefers, black men because she feels safe with black men. The other reason given is that black guys are being melanated, will give their children, melanin in their skin, and they'll be able to survive, and their legacy would continue. That one I had already mentioned. Then we have dominance and masculinity. They say that black men are very dominant in the relationship. They are dominant in their provision, in how they treat their women, and they are very masculine. They protect their family. And that is the reason as to why they want themselves, a black man. And family, some of these reasons are true. Because when you grow up in many black households, you'll see how your dad was treating your mom. Many a times your dad ensure that you all do not lack school fees, do not lack food in the house, you do not lack shelter, you do not lack clothing. And that is one thing that I have seen in many black families, that I have interacted with, because our men, know that they should be providing. They know they're the leaders in their house. They just take the dominance with providing and ensuring that their family is safe, protecting their own family. And that could be another reason as to why many white women want black men. Some other ladies say that black men bath, very, very well. They smell fresh and they shower with washed clothes, and don't waste, and they do not have time to waste each and every day reminding their white men to shower. She says that black men are very, very clean. Black men shower very, very well, and they do not have to remind a black man to shower, unlike their white men. Those are not my words, family. You've watched the video. They are saying that black men are actually cleaner. Some other reason they want black men is the affection, the intimacy that black men have is on another level. They say that black men are actually gentlemen. They open doors for you. They carry your luggages and ensure that you're treated just like the baby girl you are, So that is another thing, that is making them want a black man so bad, because a black man will treat you right. He'll be the gentleman. He'll open for you your doors. It could be your home door, your car doors, they're just romantic. And that is turning on a lot of white women and wanting each and every time to date our black men. Black men are very respectful. That is another reason as to why they say they want us. They say black men will treat you with a lot of respect. They can give you, they can tell you something, respectfully. A black man can tell you that he doesn't like the way you dressed, but give you good reasons, just treat you very, very well, just like a baby girl. And family, these are some of the reasons that they are mentioning. Some of them are also saying they are funny, and fun to be around. You cannot be bored when you have a black man around you. Family, these are just but reasons that have been mentioned in this video. Let me know in the comment section down below. Why do you think there is this obsession right now with white women, to black men? Is this genuine love? Do they want, to just explore their fetish, when it comes to black men? Are they preying on black men? Let me know in the comment section down below what you think about the whole ideology of white women preferring black men to their own white man. Family, like the video so that it can be recommended to other YouTube users, and I'd be very, very grateful. Lastly, I'd really appreciate if you all took your time to subscribe to the channel. We are currently on the road to 50,000 subscribers, and fam, we can never achieve this milestone if you all do not share this video with your friends and family. Thank you so much, and see you all in our next episode. Goodbye for now.